What's good, family? What's good? It's your boy Urban Sports Guru. Want to holler at y'all about the Lakers, what I truly think. As y'all know, I'm not a LeBron apologist, and I'm not a LeBron James stroker. I'm a LeBron James truth teller. I'm gonna just speak the truth to y'all. I'm gonna let y'all figure that shit out. I'm gonna let the chips fall where they may. I don't think the window is closed. I don't believe that. I think they could have lost the series. There's a chance they could have lost the series if they were healthy, but likely, at most, it would have won 7 games. I would have given a healthy Lakers squad, I would have given them the nod over Phoenix, even with the 7th seed. Even with the 7th seed, I would have given them the nod. To be honest with you, I would have. I think they lost this series. I think they lost the series because of health. Health is the number one reason why they lost the series. A lack of health. LeBron not being anywhere close to being in playoff condition because of his ankle. And Anthony Davis just being really injured. I've had a groin injury. You could barely walk, let alone run. And I think he was partially kind of a victim of kind of the KD syndrome. Like with KD, felt the pressure, felt the need to go out there, and he couldn't really do anything. Couldn't do anything. I think some of it is on Frank Vogel, not utilizing all the plays that he had at his disposal all year. But this is why I'm not going to say the window is done. I think if you load manage those two guys correctly, which I think they'll be smart enough to do next year because AD's injury prone. Like I told y'all, what I anticipated happening last year is what happened this year. It's just that they had, 2.5 months off because of the pandemic. And then came the bubble. So this was liable, possibly could have happened to them this year. LeBron James is now injury prone, and Anthony Davis for his whole career has been injury prone. So I can't say this won't happen. It's just that if you load manage them, I think if you got those two guys healthy with an adequate supporting cast, they can compete against anybody in the NBA. Even Brooklyn, Milwaukee, anyone in the West, they can compete and go 7 games with anybody. Yes, next year they'll be a year older. But here's the real reason why I don't say the championship window is closed. Here's the real reason. Rich Paul. Rich fucking Paul. The most powerful agent in all of basketball. Why do I say this? 2 years ago, there was a whole lot of player movement. Kawhi, Paul George went to the Clippers, and the whole players going all over the place. Players going all over the place. Who got the best player that year? LeBron James. Who that player was? Anthony Davis. Built a conglomerate. We all know the other factors, but they end up winning a championship. Then they end up last year, in off-season, having the best off-season. They get the 6th man of the year, Montrezl Harrell. They get to have the best off-season. And the biggest piece come the trade deadline. You have the biggest star, you have the best agent who's the right-hand man of the biggest star, and you have the best franchise. Yes, I understand the salary cap issues. If you think they're not going to be able to make moves to get the pieces they need to still compete at this level, you are fooling yourself. You are fooling yourself. Because here's what I've noticed was happening in this super team era. LeBron started this shit off and he built a conglomerate in Miami. KD, who's at the same level as LeBron, said, you know what? I'm not going to say and keep me in my ass kicked by this. I'm going to take it a step further. And did what he did going to Golden State. Built even bigger conglomerate. Nah, look at me now. LeBron said, okay, Cleveland's not going to give me everything I need, even though they're trying to. People still don't want to come to Cleveland. I'm going to go to LA. I got my man, Rich Paul. I got the best franchise. Niggas want to play with me. Go to LA. Now he has those 3 things working for him. He built another conglomerate. Wins a championship. KD said, you know what? I'm going to take it another step further. Look what the hell he done built in Brooklyn. Like, seriously, look at what that squad is in Brooklyn. Beyond the big three, like the other pieces, like, that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. And mark my words, if Brooklyn meet their expectations and they win the championship this year, and you're already seeing it right now in the media, everybody kissing LeBron James' ass. Oh, he needs Damian Lillard. He needs Damian Lillard. This happens every time LeBron James loses. The blame goes to everyone else, and they figure out what other superstar he needs. And baby Dames, there's always been a guy like, no, I'm not that guy. I don't want to do that. But guess what? I think, mark my words, if Brooklyn mows through everybody and wins the championship, with especially doing it the way they're doing it, with the fact that they barely played 10 games. They played, 8 games in the regular season? Gentleman's sweep against Boston. 13 games? Correct me if I'm wrong. It's in that range. It's in that range. So now they're playing Milwaukee, who should be a tough test for them. But if they win the championship this year, barely even playing together, guys like Damian Lillard are going to say, fuck that. I'll go to Super Team because this is the only way I could compete. It's the only way I can compete. And honestly, this is where I want to see him. I don't want to see him in LA. The Western Conference is so stacked enough. I got a team right now, if he goes to, they can compete with Brooklyn. Mark my words. Send Damian Lillard to Philadelphia for Ben Simmons. I'm going to say this again for effect. Send Damian Lillard to Philadelphia for Ben Simmons. You give Dame that supporting cast with a healthy Joel Embiid, they can compete against anybody. Yes, you're going to miss Ben Simmons' defense. The way he can defend and rebound. But now you got someone who's clutch, the most clutch performer in basketball. Period. Right now, the most clutch performer in basketball. And the fact that he can shoot it from the damn parking lot, how much is that going to open things up for Embiid? Embiid would be the MVP today if he was on the court longer. Point blank, bottom line. If Brooklyn mows through everybody, you're going to see teaming up at a whole new level. You're going to see teaming up on a whole new level because it's like, guys are going to be like KD, like, nah, we're not going to stand there and take this shit. We're not going to take it from LeBron. We ain't going to take it from you either. Fuck this. Fuck this. I mean, like, you having the best off season, then stacking it up even more at the trade deadline. This is what LeBron has done. Now KD's following suit. No, you're going to see a third. You're going to see a third conglomerate get put in there now. Because this is the only way consistently you can compete for championships in today's NBA. Mark my words. Mark my motherfucking words. The window is not closed yet. Not yet. That's my take. It's your boy, Urban Sports Guru. I'm out. Salute.